Welcome back, guys. This morning I've got a STIHL 026 chainsaw. It will not shut off at all. Common issue on these, but today I think it's a little bit of a different problem. So I really don't like the switch system on the STIHL chainsaws, I'll be honest. Usually what happens is that spring right here gets all bent up out of shape and it won't contact the little wire part here on the plastic knob. So it is working. Saw won't shut off. If you encounter this, what you got to do is follow this black wire, which goes to the coil, I believe. Follow the wiring. I'll take the cover off, take this off as well, and find out what's going on. So there should be a positive wire or ground that goes to the coil here. I'll just take the recoil off. So that wire I'm talking about, it will go to the switch from the coil. And that's what turns it on and off by cutting off the spark. So this is the wire that goes to the knob right here. This wire right there. So this is the wire in question here, but you also want to make sure it's well grounded. It looks like it is. This is an old saw, guys. I'm just going to air blow this a bit here and then come back. Okay, it's a bit cleaner now. That's the problem when you get these saws in the shop that are old. People never clean them. You almost have to spend as much time cleaning the saw as what the repair will take. Sometimes it takes more time to clean it than the repair. So here's that wire. See, it goes right here. And then we've got a yellow wire, which is the ground wire. Again, it comes up over here, and it's going to go to the coil as well. And it's the ground wire. So I'm thinking there's an issue with this wire here. Now you can take this off here. This is the tank vent. It'll give you a better view. There's the switch setup. You can see the little part of the wire will touch this and turn the saw off. Now once you have the covers off here, don't play with this too much because you can bend this whole springy thing here and then it really won't work. Okay, so the reason I took this off is to make sure no wires are disconnected here. So one of these wires must be bad here or not grounding or whatever. Now before I start ripping everything apart here, I will just push in this wire deeper if I can into the spring thing here. Oh, there's the problem. That's the problem, guys. It's not grounding on this little springy thing properly. So what I'll do is go on this side and push that little thing out. There it is. And I can probably just crimp it on the wire. It's pretty tight now. I'll just kind of crimp it with the side cutters, but I'll be careful. You don't want to crimp the middle of the part because that's where it contacts. There. So I'll shove this back in. Now you want to push it in far enough so that it doesn't vibrate out. I'm just using a torque screwdriver here. Push that in and make sure it's in there tight. Yeah, it's right at the end. I will put the fuel tank vent back on here. I like to spray a bit of lithium grease here. Just makes it easier to move it up and down. I'm just going to leave that the way it is for now. I like to have the air filter on before I start playing with the switch so I don't bend that little metal tab. So now the switch works good. It went before I put the air filter. Weird design, isn't it? Okay, switch is on. It's on. We'll check for spark. So I got a nice used plug. It'll be easier to see the spark. There we go. Hopefully you can see the spark there. Nice spark. Switch off. No spark, which means it will shut off. And when you're in the off position here, the part of the wire here, the little brass part, is actually touching the metal tab, and that's what creates a ground and shuts the machine off. So now what I got to do is clean this machine up, this chainsaw up here, because it is filthy dirty. I'll put a new plug. I will come back, start it up to show you that the switch works and that I can actually shut the machine off. Plug for this chainsaw and most steel chainsaws is NGK BPMR 7A. Alright guys, I've got the saw all cleaned up here. You can see it's a lot cleaner. And it's good to keep this clean because if this is clogged up on the recoil, like all the holes here, what happens is your saw cannot ingest enough air to actually cool the engine. So you always want to make sure you clean it up by removing the recoil and doing that. This is all clean. What I'm going to do now is start it up, and hopefully when I go to shut it off, it will shut off. All right, it works. And I'll just show you that little wire again. It was the little wire that connects to the metal tab under the air filter. Always make sure those wires are in their slots, same as the ground wire, the positive wire from the coil right here. You want to make sure it contacts the little metal plate there as well, just like that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video has helped you out. If it has, just like the video and comment. Have a great day.